We're here with Riverview's Jason Means, both boys and girls cross-country teams heading to state. That happened last year. But talk about the boys winning their first regional title ever.
Ever, yeah, it's kind of exciting. They're a really solid group of boys, very, outstanding young men. They're good kids to hang around with, and they also happen to be fast, which was a nice added bonus as a cross-country coach.
Did you just get a collection this year of just guys 1 through 5 who were really good?
Actually, it's kind of been building for a few years. The core of the team are seniors, unfortunately, but it's also a good thing because they have lots of experience. And we kind of recognized when they were ninth graders that, this group, they're not super fast yet. They haven't really grown yet as ninth graders. But we knew that they had, they were smart. They liked to work hard. They weren't afraid of it. They liked to run. And so we said, hey, this group right here could be something special if they really work hard. And then we add to it, Warren Grajales, who's a sophomore, who was probably one of the best freshmen in the state last year, and Blake Riley, who's a junior. Those two are 1 and 2 normally. Sometimes Bryce Vocus right in there. With that, those two added with those seniors, and it's a recipe for success. It's a good group.
When you win a regional title, do you automatically set the bar higher heading into state? Do you think that, okay, we should finish in the top 5 or 6 then?
Yeah, that's kind of where we're leaning. I mean, our region was moderately difficult. Sometimes you'll have a region. A lot of people talk about the Orlando region as being the region of death. That only 6 teams make it out of there, and they'll leave some teams behind that are maybe better than a lot of other teams in the state. So our region was moderately difficult, but we still feel like as a regional champion, that does set us up pretty well for the state meet. That we can a little bounce from that perhaps. We're feeling good about ourselves. Maybe we go into Tallahassee and we everybody runs a great race on the day.
I don't want to neglect the girls' team, but what kind of aspirations or hopes do you have for them?
Well, we're very proud of the girls. This is actually the 17th year in a row that a Riverview girls team has qualified for the state cross-country meet. So we're very proud of that as a coaching staff. And once again, we got a super, super great group of girls. They're very solid. They're all great students. They're much like the boys. I like hanging around them. They're nice kids to get to coach. And they've worked incredibly hard. In fact, one of my things that I've said to the boys several times this year, and I've kind of forgotten to tell it to the girls, is that they probably have worked harder than any girls team we've ever had. And when you line them up against some of the great girls teams we've had over the years, state championships, 3rd place, 5th place in the state, and they're actually pretty competitive with them, which is somewhat about how Florida has gotten a lot faster distance running wise. So as we line them up against past teams, they're very, very good. State level, they're probably a top 10 team. If they run like they're capable of on Saturday, they're probably a top 10 team. And who knows? Like we said before, maybe somebody doesn't run really well on another team or two, and we jump some teams that maybe we weren't supposed to beat.
Fantastic. So. Best of luck, Jason.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.